Doesn't it?
It really does.
Oh, beautiful out there. Let's take a live look at the Seattle waterfront right now, which is also gorgeous. A lot of people out and about enjoying the heat, but for some people, it is simply too hot. A lot of folks in the city especially don't have AC.
Yeah.
I took an unofficial poll yesterday, Christopher, asking people if they like the heat or they hate it. And it was kind of split down the middle.
Yeah, I told you I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Especially for a few days. Like, we can handle it for a few days, but it is getting a little bit toasty out there. We are now up to 92 degrees. This actually ties the record set back in 2018. So this is a new daily record high, and we could possibly add another degree or two over the next hour. So this is likely going to be the hottest day for this day in Seattle. So just temperatures are hot no matter how you look at it. We're going to see temperatures pretty much in the 90s for central and southern Puget Sound, 97 in Shelton, so Mason County kind of the hot spot right now. Look at Chehalis, 95 degrees, 96 in Olympia, 95 in Puyallup. Even in Everett, temperatures are really warm, 89 degrees. The one exception, like we just talked about, coastal areas, 67 in Hoquiam right now. So if you want to escape the heat, you can either go up into the mountains or go out to the coast where we have those slightly cooler temperatures. And not only do we have the hot temperatures, but we have dew points that are pretty high right now. We have dew points in the 60s for many areas, so that makes it feel just a little hotter out there. You can add on a degree or two to that temperature, and that's what it feels like. And those temperatures are going to stay pretty warm throughout the evening hours. Notice that we're going to stay in the 80s all the way until about 9 p.m. and then we gradually fall into the 70s. But there's not much relief from that heat here in Seattle, and that's the same case in Everett as well. Gradually slipping down to around 70 by 11 p.m. and then eventually falling into the 60s after that. But because of those overnight lows staying so warm, that's why we have this excessive heat warning that is in effect. It continues all the way until Friday at 9 p.m. for the pink shaded areas. That includes Seattle, Bellevue, Everett, and Tacoma, extending west to Bremerton as well. This is where we're going to have those high temperatures in the mid 1 or 2 upper 90s possible, and overnight lows are going to struggle to even fall below 70 degrees. And again, that's the main thing we're concerned about. We can handle these afternoon temperatures in the 90s, but when we don't get that natural cooling at night, that's when we start to get a little bit worried. Heat advisory for the orange shaded areas. This extends into northern Puget Sound as well as the southwest interior, also continuing until Friday at 9 p.m. High temperatures are going to be pretty toasty over the next several days, and I'm extending the 90-degree day till Saturday. So it looks like we have another day tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we fall below 90 degrees for your Sunday. But the good news is it looks like today was the hottest day, and we start to gradually see those temperatures fall down by a couple degrees over the coming days. We're also concerned about the air quality. Right now, we do have some reduced air quality in parts of King as well as Pierce counties, and this is expected to continue to go downhill over the next few days with these hot temperatures, the sunny skies. Those ozone layer, the ozone count will start to increase. So just make sure you're playing it safe out there, especially if you are sensitive to any of these reduced air qualities. Speaking of air quality, look at the mountain. It's kind of hard to see. Notice it's obscured by a little layer of smoke that's working its way in from a fire in BC. That smoke is drifting down into northern and central Puget Sound, and more smoke's going to work its way into western parts of Washington by tomorrow. The good news is this is going to stay higher up in the atmosphere, but it does look like we could have a pretty nice sunset and maybe a little of a haze to that sky as that smoke continues to move in. Highs tomorrow going to be pretty toasty, back into the 90s, possibly 100 for North Bend. We do see temperatures come down to 88 on Sunday, and we are back into the 70s by Monday and Tuesday.